Yeah, so where are you getting that error?
In that asset accounting, when we are assigning our chart of account to company code.
Chart of depreciation to company code.
Yes, chart of depreciation to company code.
So asset accounting, assign chart of
Yes,
depreciation
yes,
to
that's right.
company code. What is your
My
company code?
company code is AAVI.
AAVI. And which chart of depreciation you created?
So I actually, what happened, I created 2-3. So you can select AAVI.
This one?
Yes, you can select.
Okay, let's try to save it. So you can see inconsistency exists between company code and chart of depreciation. Normally this error will come. Okay, the error is also specified here. You have created ledger JJ in your company code AAVI, right?
Yes,
Have you
yes,
created
yes,
this?
yes.
What is the purpose
JJ,
of this ledger JJ?
I don't know about JJ. I did not create anything JJ.
Okay, so let's see, because this error says that in your company code this ledger is active JJ, and in SAP S/4HANA when you activate asset accounting, the minimum prerequisite is that if you are using any additional ledgers, so for each ledger you need to have a depreciation area created, right? So if there is a ledger in company code for which you are not creating a depreciation area, you will get this error, right?
Okay.
Let's see the ledger is really created or not. So we'll go for ledger. Okay, this is a ledger settings, in this one I'll go to ledger JJ. You can see there is a ledger JJ. It is a standard ledger. Okay, extension, if it is extension ledger, it is okay even if you don't create a depreciation area. But if you have created the standard ledger and you have assigned it to your company code, then definitely for this ledger there has to be the depreciation area to be created in asset accounting. So if I go to company code settings, so your company code is AAVI. You can see for your company code, this ledger is active. Okay,
Okay.
maybe it's the test system. It might be possible that you have not created, someone else has created, assigned your company code. There can be any reason. But
Okay.
at the end of the day, if there is a ledger assigned to your company code, standard ledger, extension ledger is fine. If it is a standard ledger which is assigned to your company code, and if there is no corresponding depreciation area created in asset accounting, you will get this error. So there are two solutions. Okay, there are two options here. Number one is you deactivate this ledger for your company code,
Okay.
right? If you deactivate this ledger for your company code, then this will not cause an issue and you will be able to assign your chart of depreciation to company code.
Okay.
Okay, otherwise, if it is a real-time scenario, you wanted this JJ to be used, it is a business requirement that there is a separate ledger required. In that case, you have to create a separate depreciation area, one more depreciation area for this particular ledger.
Okay.
Okay, now let me try if I can delete this assignment from your company code. If I can delete your company code from ledger JJ. Normally, if it is a test system, we can try all the scenarios, but as I told you, if it is a real-time environment, normally this situation will not come because it will only show you those ledgers which you have assigned to your company code,
Okay.
right? So let me just try to remove this. Okay, so you can see there is an error. Posting already exists in company code AAVI and in ledger JJ. So normally you will be only able to delete the assignment if you have not posted anything in this ledger till now. But since
Okay.
there are postings already created in ledger, that is the reason system will not allow you to delete this assignment. So we are only left with one option now. That is, you have to assign, you have to create a depreciation area for ledger JJ and assign it to your chart of depreciation. Okay, let's see. Let's go back and then go to asset accounting. Sorry, asset accounting, we need to close this. Okay, and in your copy reference chart of depreciation, let me go to your chart of depreciation, which is AAVI. So currently you have created two depreciation areas, one for book depreciation, second for Indian accounting, which is not posting. Okay, we need to
Yes.
create one more. I'm just copying this, right? Let me call it as 3, and I'll say this is for ledger JJ. There has to be the logical name. I'm just giving the name so that it is easier to identify.
Yes.
This is for ledger JJ. Okay, and this area has to post in real time, or maybe it is up to you, but you cannot say it does not post,
Okay.
right? It has to post in real time, or you can use other settings, but it cannot be does not post. And obviously, if you are creating the depreciation area for your additional ledger, it has to be also assigned to the accounting principal, and the target ledger group should be JJ, right? So if this configuration you are not done till now, what you need to do is you need to just go back from here. No. So in your ledger settings, your JJ company code assignment for your company code, which is AAVI, this needs to be assigned to one of the accounting principal,
Okay.
right? So in order to avoid the confusion, I will just create a separate accounting principal, okay, which you can do from parallel accounting. Okay, so I'm just creating a new accounting principal. Again, it has to be the logical name, but just for understanding purpose, I'm giving this JJ. So this JJ can be your, you can say it is my US GAAP, it is my country specific GAAP, it is my IFRS, it is India GAAP, it can be anything. So you have to decide that which accounting principle requirement this particular ledger is going to serve.
Okay.
Okay, let me save this. Now there are two important settings. This ledger which you created, it has to assign to the ledger group. So this is the first place where you need to assign this ledger group to ledger JJ. So this is my accounting principle. It has to be assigned to ledger group also JJ. Right? I think the description is same. That is the reason it is taking the same description. Let's see
Okay.
their description, what you have given for JJ. Yeah, you can see it is description is wrong. That is the reason it is showing wrong. Right? So now another important thing, last thing which you need to do is you need to assign to your company code the ledger, the accounting principle we created just now. Okay, so you'll open this new, and this is where you have to assign the same accounting principle that we created just now. This two must be same. This one you are assigning at the company code level, and other
Okay.
one you assign at the client level, right? So at the company code level, your ledger JJ is assigned to accounting principal JJ, and this has to be consistent with the ledger group that you assign to your accounting principal in the at the client level using this configuration. This must be same. This two must be same.
Okay.
Okay. And now if you go to your asset accounting settings, here the target ledger, sorry, what would be the accounting principle? We
JJ.
just now JJ. So ultimately this JJ must be available here, target ledger group.
Okay.
Then only system will know that okay, for each ledger that you have created in your company code, there is a corresponding depreciation area created in asset accounting. Okay, let's try to post this. This requirement was not there in ECC. In ECC, it was up to us whether for a ledger we need we should create a depreciation area or not. In S4HANA, for each standard ledger, there has to be depreciation area created, right? The whole purpose of new asset accounting is to provide you the real-time valuation of different ledgers, and that is the reason this has been made as mandatory. Okay, so now the error what we were getting that there is no depreciation area available for the ledger assigned to your company code, that error should not come. Let's see, there might be some other error, but at least that error should get vanished. Okay, so that error is gone. There is another error. Inconsistency exists between company code AAVI and chart of depreciation. And what is that inconsistency? Adoption of values. You cannot transfer value of depreciation area. So these are the common errors. Okay, again, I'll tell you how to resolve this. You can just click the question mark here itself and you can go through this configuration, or I will just show you the configuration directly from SPRO. So for this, you will go to general valuation, depreciation areas. These are the two settings that you need to maintain: specify transfer of APC values and specify transfer of depreciation terms. Okay, so what you need to do is, you can see ledger JJ or depreciation area 03. This depreciation area 03 will take the value from what? Okay, so normally it should be, it will take its own value. So if I press, okay, you need to maintain 00.
0.
This
Okay.
00 cannot be maintained. If you write manually 00, please understand this is important. If you manually
Okay.
type 00, it will not work. You need to make it blank and then press enter. It will
Enter.
automatically take 00. If you try to manually put 00, it will not work. It will throw error.
Okay.
Okay, so this is first setting, and second setting is this one. Okay, this should be also same. So normally when you make the first setting, second setting automatically get derived. Right? Let's again go back to assign chart of depreciation. And if you see for AVI and try to save. So still there is some inconsistency. Let's try to see the question mark. According to customizing, the representative ledger of ledger group 0L in company does not manage parallel currencies. However, chart of depreciation contain depreciation area parallel currencies. Have you created any depreciation area for parallel currency?
Parallel.
Might
I went parallel
take
area
a-
also.
I
So
think the second one is creating the issue.
I did all setting in parallel also.
But there is no parallel currency in your company code.
No, there is no parallel.
Then why there is a depreciation area required for parallel currency? I think this is creating the issue. This is not required. This is
Okay.
only required if you have multiple currencies in your company code.
We can delete it.
Yeah, let's try. So this has been deleted now. And now if I go back and try to assign, done.
Oh, all done. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so it is simple. See, what you need to understand is, in SAP S/4HANA, two things that you need to remember. Number one, if you have created any additional ledger, right? Standard ledger, not the extension one. If you have created any standard ledger, for that standard ledger, depreciation area is mandatory.
Okay.
That is first thing. Second thing, if you have created any additional currency in your
Okay.
company code, then you need to create the depreciation area for parallel currency. If you have not created any company code parallel currency, there is no need to create a depreciation area for parallel currency.
Okay.
So it has to be synced with your company code setting. If in your company code, if there is a ledger, you need a depreciation area in asset accounting. If you have created a parallel currency in your company code, then only it needs a parallel currency depreciation area in asset accounting.
Got it. Everything has to be synced each other.
Yes, exactly. Done?
Yes. Thank you so much, Vikram, for your time and support. Now,
Jagdish, maybe you
Jagdish,
can go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's done. Okay.
for you
For you
also.
also, you tried parallelly?
For me also same error, sir. But I will do now, sir.
Can we just check just to make sure that you are not facing any other issue? So maybe first issue was common, but it may happen that you have some additional issue also. So what is your company code?
JKE, sir.
JKE. And which chart of depreciation you want to assign? JKE itself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this ledger JJ is creating a confusion. Someone has created, maybe you are not created, but someone else has created and assigned to all the company codes. If you are not
Okay,
posted
sir.
anything, let's try to see in your case if we are able to delete the ledger itself. If you are not posted anything, if you posted, then you will also get the same error.
Okay, sir.
So ledger JJ and company code. See, for you, your company also there is the same issue because you already made some postings and which is already there in ledger JJ. So you have to follow the same procedure what we have done just now. So quickly, I'll just
Okay.
check. Okay, this is a revision for you also. I'm doing once again. First thing
Yes.
is already created the accounting principle, right? So we can use the same
Yes.
accounting principle. This is at the client level, right? What we need to do is we need to assign this accounting principle to your company code for ledger JJ. So JKE. Okay, I'll select this and here I will assign this accounting principle, which is JJ.
Yes.
This is number one. Okay, and next step is you just need to create a separate depreciation area for your parallel ledger. So you will go out from here. You will go to asset accounting. So let me close this. Okay, for JKE. Okay, you also, I don't know why you have also created. So do you have a parallel currency or you are just following the videos without understanding it?
I think following the video.
So see, in my video, I
Yes.
created a
Following the
parallel
videos,
currency.
sir. Yes.
See, in my video, I created a parallel currency. That is the reason we were creating a separate parallel currency, right? But if there is no parallel currency in your case, this is not required. Okay, I'm not sure whether there is a parallel currency for you or not. So I'll just follow first step, which is again, I will say 3. I'll just take the same description. Okay, and here the accounting principle would be JJ. Enter, save, and then I'll try to, okay, before I go and assign, I will go to general valuation. No, what was that? Yeah, general valuation itself, right? Depreciation areas, yes. Specify the transfer of APC value. So this has to be, see, if you try 00 manually and press enter, you will get this error, right?
Got it.
What you need to do is you just need to delete it and press enter. Okay, just verify the next configuration is also properly done. Yes, this is also done. So come back, then you assign your chart of depreciation to company code. If you are still getting that parallel currency related error, so we just need to remove that depreciation area. Yeah, you are also getting the same thing. So we need to remove the depreciation area which you have created for parallel currency. If you want to use parallel currency, then only this is relevant. If you don't want to use parallel currency, then there is no need of this depreciation area. Still there is some error. Parallel currency missing for area. Okay, parallel currency missing for area. In your case, it seems there is a parallel currency in your company code for which there is no depreciation area created. So for you, we need a depreciation area. Okay, so I'll go to JKE. I will copy this. And since this is for parallel currency, this should be area does not post.
Does not.
Okay, this should be same, exactly same as your local currency, sorry, as your one, because it is not going to post anything. Enter, save. Okay, and then if you are creating any depreciation area for your parallel currency, you need to tell the system which depreciation area is created for which parallel currency. For that, you can see there is a currency configuration here. I think this is explained in videos. So if you go to currencies, define depreciation area for foreign currency. Okay, this will only come once your chart of account, sorry, chart of depreciation is assigned. So you don't need to do this. Second one is important. So you can see in JKE, here you need to specify that this is going to serve the purpose of which currency. It is for 30, right?
Group 30. Yes, group.
Right. So this is where you need to tell the system, then only the system will know that depreciation area 02 you have created for this parallel currency. Here, this should be ticked.
Okay.
Well, this should be 1 and this should be ticked. Enter and save. Here? Clear or confusion?
Clear, clear.
Yeah. Okay, and now let's try to assign. Still there is an issue. Parallel currency missing for area 03. Okay. So if you, yeah, this is also important. If you have created a parallel currency, that parallel currency needs to be, depreciation area needs to be created for each ledger. So we have created a parallel currency for what? For ledger 0L. But there is one more ledger, JJ. For JJ also we
Yes.
need a parallel currency, parallel depreciation area. So what we need to do is one more depreciation we need to create by copying the third one, JJ1. Again, this will be area does not post, and this would be also for parallel currency. I'll tell you why. If I have two ledgers and two parallel currencies, how many combinations are this? 2 multiplied by 2, 4 combinations.
4.
I have to create 4 depreciation areas, right? 2 for the normal currency and
Okay.
2 for parallel currency. Okay, so again this will be area does not post, this will be exactly same. Just press enter. This has to be the next one, so I'm creating as 4th. Enter and save. Right, so there are 4 depreciation areas, each for each ledger. So there are 2 ledgers, per ledger 2 currencies, so 2 depreciation areas for 0L and 2 depreciation areas for JJ. Okay, again the currency, additional currency that I have created, I have to go here and I have to tell the system that this is again for group currency.
Group currency.
This has to be ticked, and this please make sure this is copy of what? Is it going to take the values from 1 or 3? It is 3. Right, so whatever will be posted in 3 will be copied in this depreciation area 4. So this will be again 3 and this will be ticked. Save this, go back, and now try to assign. Done?
Done.
Yes.
Finally done.
So it is, again, I'm just repeating whatever we have discussed. In company code, if you have only one ledger and you don't have any additional currency, then how many depreciation areas you will create? Mandatory. Additional, if you want to create for some other purpose, that is fine. I'm talking about the mandatory depreciation areas.
2.
Why 2? There is only one ledger, there is only one currency. 1 multiplied by 1 equal to 1 depreciation area.
Got it. 2 multiplied by 2, 4. That's why we created 4. Now
Right.
1.
If I have 2 ledgers, 1 currency, single currency, 2 ledgers, only 1 currency, then how many depreciation areas I want?
2.
True, that was the case with AVI, right? We only created 2 depreciation areas because there was no parallel currency.
There was
There
no
was only,
parallel. And in
right?
this Jagdish case, there was two parallel currency.
Exactly.
No.
That is the reason
Yeah.
2 parallel currency multiplied by 2 ledgers equal to 4 depreciation areas.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.